Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our second part of our little tier list. We've got some defenders to get through here. We've got myself, David. We've got Jalnor. We've got Andrew. We're going to have a heated discussion.
Try and keep it friendly.
Yeah. So defenders, starting off with the SAS boys. So Smoke.
Where would we put him?
I think it's very obvious where we put Smoke.
I'm thinking A, give or take.
Andrew?
Well, it's harder on a queen board for some reason.
Because, see, Meow, there's, see, like in like proper teams and whatnot, there's always a Smoke. Like, Smoke is, I can give you reasons, but Smoke is like ludicrously strong. I mean, like even looking at his kit, he's got he's the same SMG as Mook, which we were saying was already. He's got the SAS shotgun, which is great for defence. What is it, Gunther? SMG 11.
Yeah.
He's got a deployable shield.
And a pretty strong gadget.
I don't think you appreciate how strong it is, because it obviously it does plant denial, right? He's got 3 of them and they burn for 5 or 6 seconds each. So think of the time you can waste.
Yeah.
Plant denial, there's area denial.
It lasts longer than I think you expect until you come up against it, you know.
But one that you don't really think about, it's Smoke. So say your attackers are pinned doing like a coordinated push. Say you're in CC, right? And you've got, say you're playing top red, right? As Smoke, which Smoke usually plays, and you've got attackers pushing in, they've opened the wall, they're pushing in, and you've got somebody coming from cash or somebody coming in the window and CC, right?
Yes.
You try to fight that, you're in a crossfire, right?
Yes.
Your Smoke, you throw your Smoke at the window, you prevent them pushing in, you block the direct line of sight, and you can take a gunfight with whoever, one-on-one, and then take another one-on-one gunfight. You can use it like a smoke grenade.
Indeed.
Smoke is very strong.
More than that, it's a smoke grenade that they can't just walk through.
I mean, they can, but if they want to take damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially obnoxious in Windows, because the vaulting animation takes longer.
Yep.
Yes.
Plus, there is a cough noise when you're walking through them, isn't there?
Yeah. Yep. So I would put
S tier, yeah.
Yep. Mute. Previously, I would have put him in S as well, but definitely high A. Because
A is fine, yeah.
his wall denial isn't as good as it used to be, but he does still interact. If you think about I don't know, Jaeger. Jaeger's very strong defender. Only interacts people with robles. And think about Mozzie. He only gets the drones. Think about Mute.
Only gets 3 of them.
Yeah. You think about Mute. He interacts with the utility of every single attacker.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't much interact with the likes of Amaru, but
she has
you
drones.
try and use your
That is utility.
Your jackal thing in the vicinity of it. You try and Dokubi phone folk who are standing next to one.
Yeah, that's it's a very strong gadget.
Indeed.
Yeah,
he's also
strong, yeah. Got the SS shotgun.
Yep.
C4.
He's also the counter to Flores.
Indeed. And
C4.
more than that, you can actually use them to trick Flores' drones. Like, you get a Flores drone caught in one of those, you leave it, and then you hear an attacker coming up to that door, you shoot out the mute jammer, the Flores drone goes off, and Flores gets a team kill.
I thought Flores drones died when they were in Windjammers.
Nope. Maybe they used to, but they don't now.
Oh, okay. That's good. And then we're on to Mr. Worldwide. Pulse. Pulse is speed 3.
Yes.
His primary weapon is a Nokia. Because he's got the hump, which is bad by design. This is a shotgun as well.
Shotgun, you're not a fan? Yeah.
Which is alright. Pulse is... I wouldn't say he was frag heavy. But he is a good roamer based on the idea of information. Like, other than Valkyrie, Pulse probably gets you the most information.
Information's a lot of the game, isn't it? And Pulse is quite good at it. Yeah.
You can see, like, think about Kitchen on Villa, where attackers want to go in the bedroom and they want to, like, clear from above, they want to sledge, they want to, like try to get verticals so that when they push down, like, they can hold the site from above. Pulse is perfect for getting information. You can just stand in sight. Right?
Yep.
There's lots of places like that. I think Pulse, probably an A, maybe a B. Definitely not as strong as Mute.
I think a B.
High B.
Yes, probably.
Pulse.
I agree, yeah.
There we go. I'm still annoyed Netflix cancelled Luke Cage. So Castle. So I always play Castle on Office on Skyscraper, right?
Yes.
And see when we defend Skyscraper, and that's the first site we pick, right?
Yes.
And we have like a 90% win percentage in Skyscraper, right?
Yeah,
He is very situational, though, right?
He's strong there. He's very strong in Oregon. He's probably quite strong in Theme Park. If you think about it, because like, see Theme Park. There's like, see that corridor at the top of Yellow Stairs.
Yes.
That is the middle of the map, right? Like that cuts the map in half.
Yes.
And if you put your castles along all the doors in that half, there's only one in the top floor. Like, it really has an effect. But, no, I think the castle's situational. But it's very strong. I know that when Buck had frag grenades, Castle used to get used in Pro League, because in Pro League, there's like a reveal, before attack and repick, there was a reveal phase where everybody, like all operators were revealed to both teams. And then it went blank again, but there was a sixth pick, so one person could change, so that one operator was possibly unknown to the other team. And people, when Buck had frag grenades, when Buck was really strong, would pick Castle in defence to bait a switch to Sledge, because Buck doesn't stop castles. Just a bit of siege history. I'd say low B, probably. Maybe C.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah.
Low B.
It fits.
So
Certainly.
Doc's an F, right? If you want to heal people, just play Thunderbird. That's basically the story there.
F.
Yeah, Thunderbirds are actually unlimited, so...
Yeah. And they don't require you to be sitting on top of them. And you're not an armour 3. And you've still got a really good gun.
Yep, and if Thunderbird dies, the devices keep going.
Yeah. The introduction of Thunderbird has killed Doc.
These are all solid points, but can we always put them in E?
And I think Doc's the strongest argument for F on defence, to be honest. Well, maybe not. There is another doozy. Okay, so Rook. Rook's great for... Well, there's a point in time where Rook was really strong in the meta because people were playing Rook and just winning gunfights. because they had more health. But
Yeah.
that's kind of died off a bit. He's good for new players, like very good for new players. He's good for like if you want to just like stick your utility down and then get killed and spawn beacon.
A frequent occurrence with him, yeah.
Or if you're a bit of a more seasoned player, if you want to just stick down one bit of utility and then go reinforce.
Nah, I mean you're doing that.
I mean, like,
You're doing that. Pick Pulse or pick like someone whose utility recharges over time, like Legion or something. There's people with better utility for that.
So, are we saying high D, maybe?
High D. I was going to go C, but I'll go with D.
I just think there could be, I don't know, it'll flesh out and there could be an opportunity to get people that are better than them in C.
Yeah, we can stick
Oh.
him ID and see where we go from there.
Chunky boy! Chunky boy!
Lots and lots of area denial.
Lots and lots of area denial. I think the site really helps us. I actually might, because currently I'm playing Castle on Oregon and I'm winning quite a lot, like on Oregon top floor. Because what I do is see the wall from attic towards bedroom.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
I shotgun that open, right?
of course.
I castle the big window. I castle the armory stairs. I castle the door on the balcony from bedroom. And I castle the door into the walk-in closet. And then I stand in the top half of attic, and just people keep trying to push that way, and you just end them. Like, because you get the 1.5 is castle, and you just swing them and slap them. It's great. But seeing situations like that, Tachanka would be really good in there because people always push that way, and you could just flame. You just flame trophy. Just keep it flamed for about a minute and a half.
So, at the back of attic from there, just with the wall open,
Yep.
which his LMG could do.
Yep.
That's it.
There's other places like see the basement or the kitchen and cafe. See if you're stood at the back and you've opened the wall between the sides.
Yes.
You can like fire shamushkas all the way into prep. Like you can fire it all the way into into bakery basically. They also bounce, which is really strong. So like I like to stand round the corner at the bottom of the library stairs in Chalet, and you can ricochet it into the garage door without ever exposing yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
sat for a while working out the perfect angle for that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think other than mean speed 3, I think that hurts him. No, speed 1, armor 3. I think Tachanka's probably low B.
Yeah, I was going to think the same. Is he better than Castle?
No, probably not. Probably more situational than Castle, I think.
Alright.
We're into the napkin boy. The napkin boy. He comes in and he wipes up snot with his napkins.
What do you mean he follows it into the next map?
The explosives aren't that damaging.
SMG's pretty strong.
The SMG is very strong. The shotgun's
The Saska 12.
the shotgun's almost a meme weapon. Like it's like the long boy. It's like you put the suppressor on that, it's bigger than Capkin.
And
it's pretty weird.
C4.
C4 and the
Impacts.
ore impact. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's good.
I forgot to mention that Tachanka has a shield.
It's, one of the really strong things about Capcan though is you can put those traps round about in places that they aren't normally put, where most attackers aren't going to bother looking, and when they walk in that door they can't help but announce themselves very loudly to the entire map and take 40 or 50 damage.
See, I think you get the wrong idea of how to play Capcan. It's like you're going for trying to damage people with the traps, which is not what the traps are for.
But like I said, they can't help but announce themselves very loudly to the entire map.
Even if they don't hit the trap, they announce themselves because they need to shoot it.
Yep.
And what the way to play Captain is Captain is strong as a roamer, which sounds it's like, bear with me here, because like you can go to like, say, archives and bank or whatever, and you can like play around that window and watch for people pushing the square stairs, but you put all your Captain traps behind you, so that no matter what, like, they're not going to sneak up on you, because they'll either have to shoot the trap or they'll hit the trap. There's also like situations where you can hold a room. Like the best example is bar gaming with the Mira, because you put Captain traps on both those doors on the outside side of the door, like the door like furthest away from like the centre of that little room, and because of the positioning in that room, people have to kill the Mira. Like, there's one spot in the whole two sites where people can plant and not be seen from that room. But to kill the Mira, you either need to take the damage with Captain traps, and you can stack 2 on each door, or you need to shoot the Captain traps, at which point Mira can swing you. So, like, I would put Captain in B, probably between Castle and Tachanka.
Yeah, it fits.
Yeah, that's fine.
But like, I'd play him like the room above the site, or like a room somewhere the attackers want to get control of that isn't the site. Captain trap around you in that room, like bunker yourself in.
One of the ones that used to work for me was Oregon, when you're defending top site, back when folk used to normally enter through a small tower.
For the top
Probably
site?
saw a few times, yeah, for upstairs in Oregon. A lot of the times folk used to come in through a small tower and up the stairs for some reason.
Okay.
So I would early round go down there, shoot a couple of drones, and they're like, "Oh, Captain's on the ground floor, where are they?" And then eventually the stragglers would find their way upstairs, but they would forget about me having been down there. Come in through a small tower and walk through at least 2 of the 3 EDDs I put there.
See, you're still...
And it's like
unless you're playing around attacked on it. Like, if you were playing in small tower ready to peek them, that would be really strong, but you're not. You're relying on the traps to do damage, and they're not that strong.
Yeah. It had varied success, but I did more than once score a kill that way.
We're on to Bandit. I think Bandit's another fat E. Cause,
yeah, it was a lot stronger before we got Cade.
Yeah. He's definitely better than Doc. There is... Nowadays, now that he's got the ability to put more than one battery on a single panel, there is more room for Bandit tricking. But it's so easy to get rid of him with Callie. It's sad. Jaeger's an S. You need to bring in a Jaeger to stop grenades. Grenades are so meta.
Yeah.
S.
That's why Jaeger... Like, have you ever seen any of the Wind Deltas where Jaeger wasn't like just like off on his own, like somewhere over like the far right of the table? Like, there has to be a Jaeger. This game could be called Jaeger and Friends. I've not made him as strong as Smoke, but I've put him in S.
Where did we put Bandit, sorry?
I put him above Doc.
So an E.
Mm-hmm.
That's very hard.
It's very hard. I mean, not really.
he's well, I don't know. I know it's maybe easy to take out in some ways, but you could do it for Mute as well, no?
But Mute has other uses.
Mute has other uses.
It just seems a huge difference between them, considering.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing Bandit.
I mean, Mute is more information denial. The wall denial is just a nice bonus.
Yeah, I mean, Bandit's not as good. I mean, bandit tricking's a big thing, though.
Not really. Not anymore, because you can just bring Ace.
Yeah.
Or Havana. Or you can, like...
Aid trick.
I mean, assuming Cade's banned, you bring Ace, bring Habana, bring Flores. You can't trick, because he's going to get blown up. You could, Zofia through a drone hole or something, stun him. Like, so easy to stop him.
Yeah, fair enough.
It breaks animation.
And Jaeger, of course, S tier, but not better than Smoke.
No, probably not. I mean, that is a debate.
He doesn't have the deployable shield.
No, he doesn't. And his gun's been nerfed to death. Imagine
Still
Jaeger
pretty
with,
dangerous.
like, deployable shield ACOG, like, no refire. That'd just be the most ludicrous thing. Frost.
He'd be pretty screwed coming up against that. Trust.
Frost.
Nice counter to Amaru.
I mean, Frost has a shield. Frost has a pocket shotgun.
Frost is shield.
Frost has a shield.
And I believe you talked about it before, David, how Frost is does better at lower levels.
And at the highest levels. There's a bell curve.
Right.
Inverse bell curve, actually.
Pretty strong then. But you were saying A?
A for Frost.
I mean, I think she's better than the operators we have in B.
I'll put her in A if I can put Pulse in A.
Okay.
Because, the shield's strong.
Maybe she's a B operator then. I don't know.
Strong though I feel Capcan is. Frost is definitely stronger.
Frost, see if you put Frost on stairs. It's like the top of a staircase. It's insane.
Even drones don't normally notice that.
Frost. I'll stick her in A. A's fine for Frost. Well, we've got another S tier here, and there's another obvious S tier. I might even put it above Smoke.
Valkyrie, possibly the best operator in the game.
Valkyrie is very strong.
Probably not above Smoke. I mean, maybe not even above Jaeger, really, being realistic.
The information, like Valkyrie C4, that's just free kills, man. It's just like, especially if you're dual Q, it's just ridiculous. Valkyrie.
That's where you get the
Valkyrie's
flying,
really strong. Yeah. Yeah, right. Now we've hit our F tier. Like, there is nobody in the game with a worse primary weapon than Kavira. You have like the whole round, like you and your team, like you're left like a 4 versus 5. You're like bunkered down in sight. You're Cade tricking. You're throwing your smokes. You're like desperately trying to C4 them. You're like peeking. You're dying left and right as they're opening walls. And Kavira's like 3 stories above you, hiding under a desk. It's like, thanks. If she gets an interrogation, I guess that's just fun. But she really has to take a one-on-one gunfight.
Or catch someone from behind.
The thing is, see Silent Step, right? Like your gadget, Silent Step.
Yes.
It's not silent.
Is it not?
No.
Did that change?
I don't know if it's ever been silent. If you've got good enough headphones, you can hear her coming. Impacts. What else? I think it's impacts bulletproof camera, something like that.
Yeah, probably F, just because, I mean, we couldn't honestly rate her higher, could we?
Banned a lot.
That's true, yeah. You have to take that into consideration.
She's better if she's playing off someone else on her own. Like, say I'm Cav and Andrew's Valkyrie, right?
Yeah.
Like, Andrew, you go as Valkyrie and I'm like sneaking about somewhere. Say you like shoot some shots at an attacker and then like you run away and hide and the attackers try to find you. Like, that's the best time for Cav to strike. Because you
Yes.
get like distracted, like sneak up on someone.
Calf sneaks out of a side room somewhere, either behind them or to the side of them, somewhere they're not looking, and just one taps them in the head, walks up, okay, talk.
Yeah.
Or just punches them.
She almost works better, as you say, as if like the way people play her, she's normally the first one to meet the enemy, but
Yeah.
she would be better meeting them after they've like confronted you.
Yeah. Echo.
We're putting her above Doc, right?
No, put her in F. She's below Doc.
Yeah. Below Doc?
Doc's an E.
Yeah.
Andrew insisted we put Doc in E. So I put Doc in E.
Just we had to reserve space for F for someone else.
So Echo. Echo not as strong as it used to be.
Yeah.
I think probably the best way to play Echo is like, you know how in an attack you drone for someone, like you send your drone in with your entry frag following them.
Yes.
See if you do that with an Echo and a roamer, but like instead of just saying they're there, like spring up to the ceiling and stun them as well. I think that's quite strong, because like right now Echo, his gun's alright, he's armor 3, he's a deployable shield, but he's not as good at plant denial as he used to be when they were invisible. Like it's too easy just to shoot them. So
Added to the fact, I think at the moment it's the same as with the Nomad air jabs. They don't actually stun anymore. They just knock you over or knock you back.
they never knocked you down. They have this.
It's like a concussion thing.
They have the same effect as like Zophia's thing.
Oh yeah.
They've never knocked you in the ass.
But how high would you rank him? I've never really played Echo. He's banned or was banned reasonably frequently, but I don't know about now.
I'd probably put him between the Russians.
Fair.
Probably better than Tachanka, but not as good as Captain, right?
I think B is probably fair. I mean, yeah.
We've got a Spanish lady, the head of R&D for Rainbow. Nice lady. Good gun. Fastest firing gun in the game, where one-shot headshots exist. Armor 3. Puts down the 2 black mirrors that, give her free intel through a reinforced wall. People can melee them now. There's all gas canister you can shoot to get rid of it. Twitch counters her nicely. So does Zero. Thoughts?
Got C4. I don't know what the other utility is, but
No, dad, not play. Pocket shotgun.
I don't like playing Mira very much, but I can definitely appreciate the operator.
I think
she's A tier, but low A tier.
I'd put her above Frost probably.
Yeah, certainly in the games site on Chalet. I mean, the Mira Captain combo, you can almost certainly hold it against anything.
She probably is better than Frost, but she doesn't have a deployable shield.
She doesn't need the deployable shield, she's got the Mira window.
Yeah.
And
I've seen a lot of folk actually basically making themselves invisible to, well, probably noobs.
And just sitting in a corner with a Mira window.
Yeah.
No, I've seen that. That's a good meme play. So you can. You could also put like the Mira window at like crouch height on a soft wall, and then it's like a deployable shield. The Great Anchor. I guarantee you there's like. If you can find a site where a Mira window is not useful, I'd be very surprised. Okay. Legion. The man with his little like tins of paint or something, soup cans or whatever they are, throws them down and then people stand in them and get an owie. They get an owie?
With a single poisonous caltrip.
Yeah. It's like a bit of Lego.
Lego coated in frog skin.
His utility is it barbed wire and camera or something?
No, it's impacts and bulletproof camera, I think.
Hmm.
No.
Never really played Legion very much, but I think it is pretty good.
Legion, I mean, he's got the T5, which is like the T5 is so strong. People are like pushing Oryx up the meta, right? They took scopes off him because he's ridiculous. The Legion often gets described as being the strongest solo queue operator for defense because you can, I mean, a bit like Capcan, you can just like even like more than Capcan because you can hold anywhere. You don't need to like rely on putting them in doorways. You just throw them down behind you, and then hold your line, and then someone hits a goo. Oh, swing. There's also the added bonus of the button for remove goo being the same as the button to plant diffuser. So if they get gooed, they can't plant.
Yeah.
So I'd probably go with A again. Probably put him like, I don't know, put above Frost, but round about Frost.
Below Frost then.
Andrew, your thoughts?
I think below Frost. I was thinking somewhere at the top end of B, but actually, yeah, the bottom of A could be okay. Yeah.
Okay, the other Bossack sister. We've got Ella.
Her thing is quite similar to Legion, no?
She gets less of them. She can put them all down at the start of the round. They only stun people. She's also got a shield, and she's speed 3. The SMG's been nerfed onto the ground, but she's got that shotgun. That is like pump action. It's not even pump action. It's what's it called? It's like magazine loaded like shotgun. That's like strong. Well, no, not really strong. I would say L is probably our first C here because of how nerfed she's been.
Yeah.
Like even her utility keeps getting nerfed.
Because the shotgun isn't as good as the SMG was, right?
No, it's also been nerfed recently. The fact that she has a shield is good. You can also throw your ice cream cones like grenades instead of like setting off like mines.
That's good. I think C is fair, yeah.
Douglas, thoughts?
Yep, I've already stuck around there, that's quite right.
We've got the man himself. His name is, because you can't see him, Andrew.
Well, you can't see him if you're watching him on TV screens, basically.
Yeah.
Live screens,
Yes.
probably can see him.
The thing that betrays him, that people don't realise most of the time, is like even in the drones, yeah, the white wavy lines. But see if you don't stand perfectly still, you can hear him thumping about. Right? Like, right, your footsteps, unless you're stood perfectly still, like, give you away. The
What's the
advantage...
fact? So often you'll see like, you know, the white wavy lines will come up. You stick your drone away somewhere and just count to 10 and then pop out and there he is. Going like, where was that drone?
Yeah. Another like thing you need to like consider though is see the white wavy lines. The travel is in a sphere. So like you could be drawn in like bloody prep or something or small bakery and cafe, and like where is this vigil? But really is it pillars? Because it's through the floor. So see if he like hides, like if he just like sits in a corner with his lines on and doesn't move. He's quite strong. As far as roamers go, probably in B somewhere. Right.
I thought maybe C.
No, I think he's stronger than C. I think he's probably stronger than Tachanka. Just because
About
he's...
even with Tachanka.
Nah, he's not as situational as Tachanka.
True.
You can play Vigil on any side. Just run about. Well, no, you can't play him on any side. You can play him on any site that the attackers can't just attack directly.
Yes.
So
Ones that call for a bit of a roam,
yeah, places like the top and bottom of Oregon, he's not great. But yeah, no, I think he's a solid B plus player. Not like great or anything.
So just behind Echo, maybe?
That's where I put him.
Yep.
Andrew, do you have any thoughts on that?
On Vigil?
Mm-hmm. Meme gun.
I would have put him in C. He's got an Voss G.
Yeah.
I don't think... Maybe his ability is okay, but I don't think it's good enough to really make him better than... I mean, his counterparts in B have got very strong gadgets like Pulse and Tachanka.
I think Tachanka's is very strong. I would have said moderately strong. I'll put him in C, but above Ella, right?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is useful because, I mean, in, like, denying them that information is useful, but it's not a true denial, is it really? Because he can still tell he's there, you know?
Yeah, but...
More than that, no matter what your costume is to hide it, you're advertising, hey, I'm Vigil.
Yeah.
Even if you're on the wrong
And I'm somewhere nearby.
Yeah. But that is just the point of roamers. Because, say if you're roaming, you want them to waste time trying to find you.
Yeah.
And Vigil just makes that more difficult. Anyway, someone who's very similar to Ella in like loadout and purpose. Alibi. Also speed 3, also shield. Also a shotgun that's probably better than a nerfed SMG. Full auto shotgun as well. I think comparing her to Ella is good. Like the way what it comes down to is utility, really, like the main utility. But Ella's pistol is definitely better than Alibi's pistol because Ella's got that little red dot boy and Alibi's got 2 shotgun pistols. Alibi's utility is far more sight dependent than Ella's.
Yeah.
And use it to get intel. You can use it to get intel, and you can use it like it's better on sites with windows where attackers can't repel. Because if you can repel, you can just repel upside down and shoot it. If you can't repel, you have the choice of either using explosive utility or just taking the alibi hit. A good strategy I saw with alibi was for I think basement on Chalet or top floor Chalet, where alibi plays in dining, and like alibis like the windows around dining, because some of them, like especially towards the back of the building, you can't repel.
Oh yeah.
And you can stick an alibi behind, like, I think it was basement because you could open the hatch in there to drop the basement. You can stick it like behind like the storage boxes in the dining room, and you can play your shield in there and just be like ready for people pushing through from trophy side. But I think just because of the situationalness of it, Alibi's probably C round about Ella. Probably just below Ella. Any thoughts?
Works for me.
I definitely have more fun with Alibi than Ella, I guess, recently. But
Yeah.
I think like practically she's probably down there. Andrew?
Not really played any of them enough, but I would have actually put Alibi above Ella, but it's really close.
It is close, because they're basically, like, other than their utility, I don't know what other than the shield Ella has, but Alibi has impact. So Alibi is a wall opener if you look up her properly.
very much. Plus the fact that, I mean, if you place an alibi behind a shield and you have a Jaeger in the vicinity, or you have a Jaeger device in the vicinity anyway, then basically there is not much the attackers can do about getting through that door without announcing themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Again, the
Like, no
Ella
matter what they do, they say, "Hi, this is where I am." Either they go through it and red ping themselves, or
the Ella
they make
charges
a
are
loud boom.
the same though, because you can like hide the
Mm.
hide the Ella charge like. The probably the advantage Allies gadget has over Ella's is Ella's thing going off tells Ella, Alibi's thing going off tells the team.
Yep.
But I do.
And it is like this big beeping red ping on everyone's screen.
Yeah, I do feel like it's like 50-50 though, between the two. I've moved Alibi up, but I'm still on the fence.
Plus, there's the fact Ella gets a very limited number of. I mean, they both have the same number of gadgets, am I right?
Yep, they both have 3.
Ella's only work once. Alibis will work until they're destroyed.
That's true. Yeah. It would be hard to like make a sample size of who's actually gets most use out of their gadgets. So, because
Yeah.
I feel like Ellas are more likely to go off, just because they're well hidden, or they can be well hidden.
Although, you'd be surprised the number of times recently, even when we play ranked, if I'm Alibi, they know it's Alibi. They'll come round the corner and just automatically shoot her in the head, and it's a clone.
Yeah, we don't play against the brightest people though.
Yeah, true.
Ah,
Even the best one I got was, I think it was actually on the stream last week. I was Alibi and I got killed in the opening seconds, and the guy who killed me, the very next thing he did was go round the corner and shoot one of my holograms. Repeatedly.
remember that I was doing that like in Favela, where like I was putting alibis on windows and then I was standing at a window and spawn peeking. And like I killed Thermite and Fuse, and then Sledge killed me, but was at like 40 health. And like later in the round, I saw him like swing a window and shoot an alibi prisma, and I was like, I'm already dead. You killed me. I was like in the all chat.
I remember that. That was good.
The Thermite guy never made it in the building, and he was not happy. Anyway, Maestro.
Powerful in the right situation.
Maestro's very strong. Like
this
basically like juiced up bulletproof cameras. I think it's 2 of them.
Yeah, 2. Yes.
Excellent for shooting drones. Not good for shooting people.
Although they can be. I mean,
nah, that's just the way to get them killed. Keeping the information alive is more important.
Yeah, you combo them with caption traps. Idiot walks through a caption trap, boom. Or better yet, 2 in the same door, boom. He's down to like 10 health. You open up the camera, pew pew, and down he drops.
If someone walks through a captain trap, unless they're armor 3, they're dead. Like 2 captain traps.
Yeah.
Which means unless they're fuse or gridlock, they're dead. I wouldn't use them to shoot people. But no, the information is fantastic.
You can deny plants with them as well, right?
Only if you're shooting the person and you shoot them enough to kill them.
Or at the very least, shoot them enough to go, right, what do I do about this?
Yeah,
it depends what their health's at. Yeah.
Well,
I've done that a few times. Like on the top of cafe, guy tried to plant at the doorway from the cigar, and I just started shooting him and he stopped. Like, where is it? What do I do?
See if you're in cafe and you're Maestro playing there and someone tries to plant there. That's when you shoot them with the gun.
Yeah, he was covered by someone else.
But you still know where that person is as well, so you just swing and pre-fire. Like, you get like 81 bullets, you can pre-fire.
Right.
Does he? What is his primary weapon? Is it the
Alda.
LMG?
Yep.
Is that his only one?
No, he's got the same shotgun Alibi does.
Alright.
He's got quite a strong kit. He's got impacts. I think Ala, like, he's probably between Mira and Frost and me. He's quite high in A.
Aye.
Works for me.
I wasn't sure if it was high B or low A. I would have went with high B, to be honest.
No, I think he's better than Legion and Frost.
He's probably quite good camera operator.
Right, we're back into the triggering picks. You alright, bruv? Here's the thing though, right?
Yeah.
Like, we make points about Clash being banned a lot, and like there are lots of like really easy ways to like get rid of a Clash, like use Zofia, use Kali, like Meleer.
Yeah.
But
punch her shield and start firing fast.
she's actually quite good if she's played properly.
Yeah.
Because like, see if you keep your distance, because there's a solid range in that electricity thing.
Yeah.
Like if you keep your distance and you like, if you're holding attackers from where they enter the building, like say they all come in like the second garage and chalet, and you just stand there slowly backing away, zapping all of them. It's like, it's ludicrous.
They cannot realistically approach you. Slowing them down, which is the objective. And then you can do things like lure them through traps.
You've got an obsession.
Lure one of them into a frost. Yeah.
Yeah, but she is quite strong, and her shield for that like electricity thing is, I think she's the best shield operator in the game, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Which is
The
strange.
downside though is like you do something like when I'm Nomad and I come up against her, I just switch to my gadget and she goes, alright, I'm out here.
Or secondary, the SMG thing.
Very strong.
It's actually pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
For if it was like a bad weapon, she would be bad. But since
It's the SBS SMG, and when she's like swinging people, she can't get shot in the back. Like, do you remember the round in Chalet where like the Clash clutched? It was like Bar Gaming, like they'd killed all of us. It was 5-on-1, and she like SPS SMG'd 4 of them, but like the 4th one or the 5th one was a Twitch who planted at the door into Bar, right, and then ran outside, so it was like outside the fireplace door, and Clash like crouched facing into the room and disabled the diffuser, and like the Twitch is out there trying to shoot her, but like she's got her armadillo shell on and it's not working. No, Clash is strong. What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah. If we have to take into consideration she's banned quite a lot, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Right, so I'm thinking since she's banned quite a lot, she's the bottom of B. She would be the top, I think, if she wasn't.
Again, I'm thinking we should be ranking them based on how likely we would be to pick them if they were not banned.
No, we're banning them we're ranking them based on how useful they are overall. And if you can't pick her, she's not useful.
I think she's a B.
I want to put her higher than Tachanka, but still in B. I think there's just the situationality of Tachanka makes them, because like most sites you could get away with a Clash, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
And this one's an obvious S tier. It's Cade. Right.
Yes. Compared to our other S tier operators, where does he slow?
Well, he's definitely the best, like, wall protector, right? Which is very important in this game. I'm going between either side of Jaeger.
Yeah, I think probably behind Jaeger. I think.
Yeah, I think there's more times where you need to Jaeger than when you need to keep a wall closed.
Very strong. C4. His gun and the fact he's armor free are maybe the only downsides.
Yeah. Yep.
I quite like his gun actually.
Mozzie.
One of the more dangerous ones.
His handgun's weird as well.
Mozzie. I mean,
he's alright
once
information.
they offered to help with that motorbike.
He's the commando's good. The Roni's been nerfed. He's at C4. His utility, he's good as a supplement to Mute. He's not good as a replacement for Mute.
Yeah.
So I think C probably.
Yeah.
Round about
Maybe
Vigilance.
below L. Or
I would put him below Ally.
That's probably fair. I mean,
I'll put him
think he's
between
quite-
Alibi and Vigil.
yeah.
maybe he's not better than Vigil now.
Nah, probably not. Because Vigil's gadget is persisting.
Yeah.
Mozzie gets the 3.
I've not played Mozzie enough, I don't think so. I can only really form my opinion on playing against him and having him on my team,
Yeah. Based entirely on his wardrobe choices, this man's like S tier, right? This next guy. The drip lord himself.
I don't think we can take that into consideration, Warden.
C4, deployable shield. MPX with a 1.5 scope, which is the same gun as Valkyrie but with more magnification. SMG-12 secondary. The SAS shotgun. The only thing is the gadget. Like everything other than gadget is very strong. Right?
Yep.
The gadget is the most comically situational gadget in the game. Like, I play Warden quite frequently, right? I've used these gadget like to get kills like 4 times. I was like,
I don't know. Do you just play him because of the skins, or is it because of?
He's got a shield. He's a good gun. Like if there's like the potential of a smoke plant,
Yes.
and everything else is already covered, I'm like, sure, Warden. The time on Canal when the glass jumped in the printer window and he's smoke and I was just stood there waiting for him as Warden, that was funny. But the time on Clubhouse where Ying tried to ying me out of construction and I was Warden, that was funny. But I've played Warden a lot more than that. Probably not that strong because there are lots of other operators with shields here now. So stick them.
Maybe with Rook.
Yeah. Probably higher than Rook, but indeed.
Alright.
Okay, this man's brought his lunchbox. And he's got some spicy food in it. So, C4, the same shotgun as Cade, we didn't mention that with Cade. It's basically a DMR.
Yeah.
Like a slug shotgun with like a 2.0 scope.
It's almost that Halo 1 thing of the sniper shotgun.
The Vector, which again is the fastest firing gun in a game where one-shot headshots matter. I also isn't armor 3 like Mira is, so there's that.
Yes. How good is this gadget?
I'm not sold on it. I see it a lot in Pro League, but I've never seen it like
You're not convinced about?
really effectively slow people down much. Maybe it does. I guess because he gets 4 of them, that could be quite strong.
That's a lot.
I don't know whether you'd want to like place them all at the start of a round or like keep them.
Phase them in as the attack commences. Yeah.
Because that's more dangerous.
It's also another argument for like, see if you combo him with Captain.
You've got an obsession with Captain.
But no, this is one I thought about early on. You stick Captain traps in slightly less obvious spots and a Goyo thing just behind them. Then, assuming they don't see the Captain trap and shoot it out, they're going to walk through that, they're going to take 40 damage right away and then be on fire. And that's going to affect him coming in behind them for the next 20 seconds.
See, like, the thing about using Captain traps the way you keep talking about using Capcom traps as like using the traps themselves to get kills. It's too much of a dice roll. Like it's not. You're not using them as like a way to actively get kills. You're just like putting them down and hoping for the best. You know, it's like you're fishing.
No, I usually try to work out where they're most likely to go.
Even if you do that, you're still just gambling. It's not a optimum strategy. I think Goyo. There's a card you could put the Goyo things in electrified walls. That was interesting. I think Goyo.
And you can put them on like window barricades and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody breaks the barricade and suddenly they can't go in.
Top of seat.
Top of C is probably fair for Goyo. Just now. It might be stronger than that. It's hard to say. Wamai. Awami. He used to be like broken. He used to be like stupid strong because he had a shield and then he could protect the shield himself.
Yeah.
Pretty good guns. What's he got? He's got impacts and he's got something else, barbed wire or something stupid like that. The gadget. What does he get? Does he get 4 of them or 5 of them just now? It keeps changing. They charge over time. They're magnetic. And they catch projectiles, like grenades and things. Capital bolts, uniquely. They don't destroy them though, they just suck them into the gadget and then they go off in the gadget. Which is a major nerf from Jaeger. Because
Although it can be funny if you place the disc right next to the door from which the explosive was thrown.
yeah, I mean funny is not really what we're going for here, because otherwise like
Yeah.
Vigil Boss G would be S tier, right?
I mean, like, situations where folks stand at a doorway and throw in a nade to the next doorway. The disc is right beside them, it catches the nade, and they're like, "Whoa, what happened? Boom. Ow."
Yeah, I do tend to use Wamai for rafters play on Clubhouse for that reason. You can just stick it above the door. The issue with Wamai is see when we were playing Chalet, right, and we do the basement.
Mhm.
One of us does like wall denial, another one puts like the Jaeger ADSs above the drone hole so they can't just throw grenades in. Say you were trying to bandit trick that wall, or mute trick, and you were playing without a cade there and you had to get close to the wall, and they threw like a grenade in, you wouldn't be able to trick because even if there was a Wamai magnet, it would have to be so close to the drone hole that the grenade would still kill you if you were trying to bandit trick it.
Yeah.
So he's not as good an alternative to Jaeger as he used to be. I think putting him low C,
Yeah,
D, probably fair.
Yeah, just put them to the right fill.
Andrew, any thoughts on that?
That's probably fair. I didn't think it was that bad. I don't know. Where are we putting him? What, the bottom of C?
Yep, that's what I put him.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
Right, now we've got the fastest
Alright,
operator in the game.
Am I right in thinking that Wamai's things originally, like, they would grab more than one thing and just it would go in and there'd be a soft pop?
I do not recall specifically. I don't think they ever grabbed more than one thing. I think it was only ever one thing. But the soft pop sounds familiar.
On the tail of Oryx. Yeah.
Yes, the fastest and tallest man in the game. He jumps up hatches. He makes big
Not
holes.
so much about his height as about jumping, just have strong legs.
T5 again. See, the fact he can open hatches himself is really good because he's got that shotgun pistol.
Yeah.
He can do rotates that no one else can do. which like can screw with people's flank watch. See, like in coastline, because like the map's a donut, right? And there's 3 hatches. Is there 4 hatches? Is there a hatch in like Aqua or Billiards? There's a hatch in Hookah. There's a hatch in the master bedroom, and there's a hatch in luggage, right?
There's one in Billiards,
Is there?
I think.
I'm not sure. It'd be very close to the Hookah one if there was.
There's one in.
No, there is.
Aqua.
There's one in Aqua. You're right, because I remember seeing it from below in office. Like Oryx is very strong there. He's very strong in other maps where you can flank people up through hatches because people don't tend to put their flank watch stuff on the hatch.
Indeed.
He's very much in the meta just now, mostly because he's got a really strong gun.
Yes, I think a rating has to reflect that.
I'd probably put him above Legion, He has just had a nerf, so like he works the same as Nomad now. He only knocks him down on it prone.
Is that how you meant to use the charge though?
Well, it is if you're up against a Monty or something.
Yeah.
Because it counters that. Yeah, above Legion. I think that's probably fair for Oryx's current position in the meta.
Indeed. One of the funniest things I've seen done with them, I think it was last season, was like places like Favela where there are a lot of breakable walls on the outside.
It just runs outside.
Well, no, like 2-3 floors up from the ground, they would Remadash at an attacker and push him out through a breakable wall.
Yeah, no, that.
And even if he doesn't die, he's back on the ground.
No, they're good. But it's pretty. It's very meme to try and Remadash someone, but it's good if you do that. Okay. South Africa. Melisai.
Does she still have C4?
No, she has impacts and doper cannon, I believe.
Oh.
So the MP5. You know why they keep nerfing our guns and our like utility?
Because noobs are scared of them.
No, because our gadget is fucking broken. It's like they even try to like nerf the gadget, but it's like the same logic as the Capcan traps, where they see a Capcan trap and they turn to look at it. Like Melisai's gadget is ludicrous because you put it like just inside a door or something, and you're in the room, and they come in the room and it's like screaming at you. Someone's coming in the room, and then they turn and face away from you. It's like such a free kill. Like my god. MP5 is still a good gun. She originally had the T5. See when Melisai was in the test server before she was released? She had the T5 with like scopes, and she had a bulletproof shield. She was like so broken. It was like insane because you could put the Melisai thing behind the bulletproof shield and it was like double protected. Melisai is probably quite highly rated. I think she's probably an A somewhere.
As high as that?
Definitely, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, although, like, you can, depending on how thick the Melisai player is, you can still just take the thing out and be waiting for whoever comes for you. It really relies on them having selected that device.
yeah, I would say probably between Frost and Maestro. One film.
Yeah, I can see that.
Not behind Frost.
No, I'd put above Frost, probably. I mean, Frost's shield's good. I think the gadget in Melisai is ridiculous. Like, there's also like the possibility of like pairing Melisai with Thorn. And I don't know I've got the Thorn yet, but that's scary as well.
Yeah, Melisai's gadget is very strong. Yeah, it's probably. I don't know where to put her name, but yeah, between Maestro and Frost, sure.
See Ace and Melisai. Like that's probably the strongest season of operators they've ever released. All of them, Pathfinders.
The SAS operator.
Yeah, I mean they all came out together, like all Pathfinders. The SAS operators are like as a group very strong though. Rooney. The gadgets, all right. Like in some sites as well, it can work as projectile denial. Like if people have to like clear something with grenades, like they have to use something to get rid of the grenade as well. Our guns leave a lot to be desired, because the Roni was at one point ludicrous, but now it's like, I think it's that its damage decreased, its recoil increased, and it has less bullets in it than the SMG-11.
She can Thunder Punch.
The Thunder Punch is also quite strong. Like that's our advantages, our Thunder Punch and our gates.
And can you remind us of the utility she has?
The laser gates.
No, he's been. She's got a bulletproof camera. I think it's probably barbed wire or something. I don't think it's anything game changing as well. I know I always run the bulletproof camera.
That site on top of Chalet, you do pretty well with it.
I mean, I hide that. I don't actually
gate.
Win very often as a Rooney though.
What about B somewhere at the lower end of B?
B might be generous. I'd probably put it between Goyle and Vigil. I think Goyle's probably better there.
Okay.
That's fine, yeah. I can understand, yeah.
Just because our guns are
they that bad?
Yeah. Well, she's got Dokubi's DMR with less magnification.
I thought the Roni was fine as an FMG.
It's been. You try playing it in TDM. See if you can because you'll get one kill and need to reload. Thunderbird. Thunderbird is just sticking health down and going on a roll.
Yeah, there's a lot to like, I think, with Thunderbird.
Yeah.
C4 impacts.
I mean, a lot to like.
Machine pistol.
But how highly the rater? I would say.
It's scary to come up against in a one-on-one.
I'd say B or C.
B or C?
Yeah. Because she has speed 3, so I wouldn't really worry about coming up against them 1-1. It's 3 bullets and she's dead. No, not fun.
Yeah, because that speed 3 means she can duck in and out a bit faster.
What about between, kind of where Clash is?
Yeah. The thing is,
I don't know. Maybe behind Clash actually.
I'm looking at everybody in B and thinking everybody there has better utility than Thunderbird.
Okay.
I mean, Tachanka, I guess, is more situational. So I guess I'll put her in there. Where you said.
Yeah. Tachanka in range of a Thunderbird thing is even scarier than just Tachanka.
Nah. If you're going to talk about synergies with Thunderbird and people, you have to talk about synergies with Oryx. Because Oryx can make those fat rotates and then not lose the health.
Yeah, indeed.
Thorn. Another lady with the deployable shield.
Yep. She's got that. Is it the newest weapon in the game, the Uzi thing?
Yeah, she's got the Uz-K thing. Kind of slow fighting.
Never really played Form, so I don't know. But she seems
high damage,
quite
slow fighting. The gun could be better. What's another gun? She's got the German shotgun. It's actually quite a good gun, I guess, if you're playing up
the
close.
M87 or whatever it is.
Yeah.
That's
she has a machine pistol as well, but it's the one that doesn't have any sights, the one that's always iron sights.
The C75 thing?
Yeah. Her primary gadget though, I don't think it's hugely strong. If attackers only get to a plant point, in the last 20 seconds of the round or something, and you've happened to predict exactly where they'll plant, and you've stacked all your gadgets around that, then it's really strong. But
It does have one hell of a warning, right? I mean,
it does,
you really...
and you can just shoot it. Like even when it's like red and about to go off, you can just shoot it. Like see I was telling you about the round earlier where like a doe could be called and then I went up the ladder and killed the guy in the bathroom.
Yes.
There was a thorn trap on the ladder, and like I had time to get on the ladder, climb up the ladder, get off the ladder, and run around the corner before it went off.
Yeah, you can outrun it unless you aren't running or something.
Yeah, like if you happen to like have a thorn trap like somewhere that someone was watching, like say like I tend to put it like kind of tucked under the hatch, like on New Balk and Cafe, so they drop the hatch, it gets set off, and there's not a lot of cover there. So if there's somebody in piano and somebody on heaven, they're going to get shot. Try to avoid the thorn trap. But no, I think probably down next to Wamai is probably fair.
That will.
Yeah, because she's similar to Alibi and Ella, she's just not speed 3. And her gadget's not just one.
She seems... yeah, she does seem stronger than them, I thought. Like maybe the upper end of C, I thought.
Douglas, do you have any thoughts?
Not really. I think you covered it all.
I mean, I've played a lot of Thorn. The gun's all right.
Your information's more. You're more informed. I've not really played Thorn, but I thought she seemed quite strong. But I guess it depends if you're maybe who you're playing with as well.
Yeah, I do get a lot of kills with Thorn's traps, but I don't think she's really as strong as other operators. Hang on, fam. You're smelling my feet. And he's not revolted. Final operator, the most recent operator, the whole filler.
And the stair blocker. Quite good if you know how to play her and where to play her.
I think
She is situational, but
yeah, I think using Azami's more like deployable shields is probably better than using them to like block doors and things.
yeah, blocking doors is sort of crap because I mean, folk will just hang at the corner and smack them like they're door barricades. 3 and they're gone.
That could be useful if you're on a roam and you're trying to get away from someone.
Mm.
But also covering Maverick holes if Maverick's trying to shoot through a hole.
Yeah.
That's
And that's, I mean, the time I did that in Snowmobile on Chalet, like, the first one, I just put it right on the wall. So, of course, what does he do? He come up, smack, 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 and he's away before I can throw anything through. But when I threw the next one, I threw it slightly farther back, so you couldn't do that. It was on the
snow
door frame bit.
Alright.
Yeah. So it was like only a couple of centimetres in the hole, but it would have to actually make a bigger hole and be standing right against the metal in order to hit it. So you just couldn't do anything.
Like, the fact that Maverick's done that at all is just someone playing Maverick wrong.
Mm.
It's also...
It was one of the idiots using it to make a grenade hole rather than to...
You don't want to do that. Especially when there's like the drone hole right there, like it's a point in the Maverick hole.
Indeed.
Using it to like plug drone holes also.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, you see that quite a lot.
That seems effective.
But, one of the ones I've really enjoyed is when you get a little lip at the bottom of a stairway that you can put it on. So like on the ceiling, lip in the ceiling, you should fire it onto that, and someone comes downstairs, you can see their ankles. They have to prone before they can see any of you.
What's her What's her secondary ability? Because I know she's quite a good. She's quite a good rifle, quite a good SMG. What's her like? Does she get impacts or something?
Remember what it is.
Impacts and barbed wire.
Sounds
I feel like impacts are quite strong in Zami because
indeed.
well, you could block like a window or something, and say like the attackers are out there but they're not pressuring the window. You could impact your own thing and take them out. Like
She's got
what?
She's got a deagle. Sorry.
She does have a deagle. Yes. what shotgun she got?
Good question,
Yeah.
actually.
ACS-12.
Oh, so the same one as Alibi.
Yeah.
She's got good guns. Yeah, she's quite strong. I feel like.
Isn't the bottom of B? That's what I've been thinking.
Bottom of B.
So probably ahead of Tachanka. Maybe ahead of Thunderbird, but I don't think ahead of Clash.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. Probably fair. I wonder what our pick rates for like S tier operators are. Because I think there's lots of rounds where the three of us are Jaeger, Cade and Valkyrie. Like I'm Jaeger, Andrew's Valkyrie and Douglas is Cade, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking on attack as well. There's quite a lot of rounds where we're some combination of Zofia, Ace, Hibana, or I've forgotten, Thatcher I think it was.
No, it was Maverick. And
Maverick.
Sophia.
Well, I've played Maverick a few times, but I'm not that good.
I'm gonna tomorrow when we stream, I'm gonna do a video I'm gonna record for a video where on defense I play Capkin, on attack I play Maverick, right? We'll do unranked or something. Just don't ban neither of those top two operators. But yes, well, we have a very top heavy thing here.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
not a lot in DE or F.
for
Personally,
a while it was sort of a stairway and then just falling off after C.
yeah. Personally, I would have put both Doc and Ash in F. There's just so many better options than Ash. It's just they do the same thing. But yes, that has been the defender portion of our tier list. It has been interesting. There wasn't as many debates. We didn't have another Amaru debacle.
I don't know why we didn't, because I mean, there must be more debate here, right?
Apparently not. Like, who did we disagree about the most? Melisai?
It's probably
Alibi?
1 second. Yeah, Alibi. Yeah, to some extent, Alibi, Capcom, Clash. I think.
I think we were all kind of agreed Capkin would be in B, just for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, leave a like rating on if you enjoyed that. Give us a subscribe for more Rainbow Six Siege content. Because I'm thinking, send us a comment, telling us if you agree, if you disagree. Remember to check out our attacker video, and we will see you in the future.